So, because we're bored today, we've decided to clean Lily's car.
It's filthy.
It's incredibly filthy, but so I've moved my car out, braving the weather. It's been raining. I don't really. It should be right. We'll see. But then there'll be 2 videos. So the vlog will continue on with tonight, whatever, and then there'll be another just cleaning one of this where it's filthy. But we'll see. So you can see how much dirt and grime and everything's built up on this car. A lot of it is sort of like tree sap. It lives outside the whole time, underneath trees, sort of Norfolk Island pines, and living in Port Adelaide or Semaphore, it's very coastal, so you get a lot of salt and everything on it. This class sort of all-round auto wash. I don't use it that much for body work, although I have done it. It does also work in a snow foam cannon, but I more use it for doing the wheels and also doing little bits and pieces. So I'm doing a pre-rinse here. I normally don't pre-rinse because this car is so dirty. I pre-rinsed it and let it dry just so you can see how much coming with that. So although just because I haven't dried or anything after it will have water spots, but those water spots are better than the sap, so got as much and dirt, so as much off as I could before foaming it. So while I clean the wheels, the bodies all the bodywork will all dry. This little pumper I bought this off eBay for $5 or $6, and it's just filled with P&S wheel cleaner. And it does a fantastic job. One, to spread it around, and I can put a heap in it, and it's sort of under pressure, so it gets right in up under the guards and around the wheels. A lot better, I find, than like the little spray cannons. Always use this little brush. It's a lot easier on bigger tyres like this. Like my car, it's a bit awkward because the tyres are such low profile to get in there. But the problem I was having on all the wheels on this car was the brake dust shield guard thing isn't that far away from the wheel, so to get this Bowden's flathead brushing was a real pain. And then just with the detailing brush going over the rest of the tyre, or rest of the rim, sorry. You can see it's sped up, but it does take quite a while to actually do it properly, and even this isn't, you know, perfect. If to do wheels perfect, they can't be on the car. You need to get them off and up under the car. You see as they go up under the guard here, how much they're burning and how much dirt with the cotton stuff. So you look at the back and you can get and grime was coming out from there, and just how much has come out. That's why it's important too that I've been putting this wheel cleaner up under the sort of carpety plastic up under the wheel guards as well. And again, this is on the front driver's side wheel, in around the brakes, up under the guards, all around the tyre. It's a great little car, this Mazda. The paint comes up really nice. Once it needs a proper, like, hours and hours of clay barring and then polishing, and that will happen another day. But it's actually a really nice small car to work on. It's a lot easier, of course, working on small cars and say Inkling's big Ford Ranger. You don't realise how big those cars are until you're working on them, washing them, how much more water and product you use. So I was having a problem, you could see then with that flathead wheel brush getting in behind or past that brake cover into the back of the rim. And then again here you'll see how much you get behind these cars, the tyre and rim. And that's just stones and sand and everything. Still on, this was about a week ago, and still up on my driveway. See how much coming out of that. There's a lot of sand and dirt that's in it. And always making sure, I'm going to use this bucket again, giving it a really good rinse. There's those stones stuck under the guard. Hey, Bill. And I'm using with this, you'll see me go one Bowden snow foam cannon and their snow job, and a second foam cannon with Auto Glim Polar Blast as well. A lot of people won't do this, but I find on really, really dirty vehicles, actually foaming them twice can reduce scratches. You want to touch the vehicle as little as possible with anything, because you can give micro scratches as soon as you start if there's anything on it. So I've found with vehicles that one have really expensive paintwork or are super dirty, you want to get as much off as you can. So I've pre-rinsed it, the car's dry. Now I've got two snow foam cannons. I actually got that tip off Koenigsegg because they don't have clear coat or something in the paint. Before they touch it with any even microphone stuff, they really want to get as much off as they can with just water and soap see how that Bowden's works. And already dirt dripping off. The bonnet is cracked. I'm also getting around any little sort of plastic detaily bits here. And you sort of go around the car and anything that's not, normal bodywork paint. Your plastics, everything, to really break stuff up on. And the amount of rubbish kept under this bonnet. I really should have kept this, or done this first, but I just didn't see it. I hadn't cracked the bonnet yet, so shovel all that out of my hands and then just this is completely safe to do. Carbon dealership. This is before the first snow foam's dried. On it to get any last little bits off, and then agitate all the snow foam underneath here. See how much if you can sort of see on the edges how much is coming off this cover on the engine. And up onto the bonnet. This car doesn't actually have like a firewall blanket thing under the bonnet. It'll make it a lot easier. Unsure if one hasn't been there. They were hard. And all that sort of really. And then it starts to climb coming off. It's insane. If you were to go back to the start of the video and see how much was on that bonnet compared to them. This car on those roof rack rails was holding so much dirt. Even for the final rinse, I was struggling a bit, just due to the dirt coming out of them and going all over the car. And look at that. Look how much more clean that is than before. And that's all the dirt and grime and everything in just the foam. Grit guards on the bottom of the buckets, absolutely essential if you're ever touching your car with any microfibers or wash pillows, anything. Nano wash, fantastic stuff. I've got a big bucket you can see here with the lid. That's where I keep all my microfibers so I don't get dirt on them. And I couldn't figure out how much I wanted, so three's the truth. Three's the charm, isn't it? Not plugged in the car, not complete. Couple of microfibers. Catch. Go. You guys such a waste sleeve. Getting it wet first into the foam, making sure it's really foamed up. Can't have too much on it. You're going to rinse off anyway. The wetter and more foamed up it is, the least likely you are to ever scratch the far because it's all lubed up. Two people makes this such a quicker job. Of course, it halves the time, but it just makes it so much less intense for your back and everything as well. And finally, rinse the usual top to bottom overlapping sprays. You can't really go wrong, it'll just take you longer otherwise. Packing up everything, I unplug my electricity straight away before I start throwing any more water around. This is Bowden's 3-way, which is like an iron. It breaks down, turns purple with iron. And this is a rubber clay bar, very similar to a traditional clay bar, just to break up any contaminants in the paint. We will wash the paint again after this. And you can feel it under your hand, gripping on the contaminants. You can see how it's really fluffed up there after a couple of minutes with the iron. So we gave that a quick rinse, a little bit of wash down, and then dried the car. Really super plush towel, overlapping sides, and then squeezing it out if you need to, or using another towel. This is P&S Bead Maker I'm using, or it's a sealant for the paint. Spraying a little bit onto the body, a little bit onto the rag, and then sort of rubbing it in. And also, I forgot what this product's called, but it's actually a glass cleaner from Bowden's as well. So 2 rags, one straight onto the rag, get it onto the window, and that is one of those really little things. Use as little as you can, works perfectly. Microfiber wash, absolutely essential because I'm going to use all these again. That's the great thing with microfibers. You can use as many times as you want, all in a normal wash with that, and these are the before and afters. Look how dirty that is compared to that. And this is all, about 30 to 40 minutes work. It's not that hard and it's not that expensive. and absolutely night and day. It's like you can't tell them apart. You can't tell them apart, like they're different cars. Sorry, I just thought of that sentence in my head. What the hell? So we're finished cleaning the mighty Mazda 3. This will be part of the vlog, not part of the car washing thing. So that'll be either after it. That'll be like the next video on. But Lily's very happy with it.
It looks good.
We still need to do a bit of like machine polishing on it, just because there is some pitting in the clear coat. But being a Sunday and me going to work, I can't really be stuffed because that is a day job. But we'll bring it in maybe sometimes this week if I take more leave or on the weekend. Clean it again, just so like you always need to clean a couple of times to actually get it clean. Just because there's little bits and hidden spots and everything, you sort of learn as you clean a specific car more often. But it definitely will be know it was dirty as it was. Get it really clean again, and then we'll clay bar it properly, machine polish it off. I had a little bit of go with an applicator pad with a bit of polish on it, and it definitely took some of it off, but it would just be way too much work by hand. So I've got a machine polisher with cutting pads and compound. We'll take that off, and then we'll wax and seal it all again, and then it'll look $1 million, and it'll be even better now. So back to the normal vlog. I'm Matt Williams. I partied my way through high school. I joined the army straight out of school as a rifleman. I deployed to Afghanistan for 8.5 months as a crew commander at 20 and turned 21 over there. I've travelled the world twice, jumped from planes, dove under the sea, drank from shoes in over 20 countries, and I regret nothing. Returning home, in a regular doctor's checkup, I was diagnosed with an incurable, inoperable brain tumour on my 22nd birthday. Since then, I've made it my mission to enjoy my life as much as I can and show that terminal illness doesn't mean your life can't be successful, meaningful, and fucking awesome, whilst putting in as much effort as I can to raising money for brain cancer research. 12 months of chemo done, 60,000 plus donated to research, and I'm fucking happier than ever. This is my story of refinding my health and redefining terminal illness and smiling through it all.